Hello my crafty friends, it's Krista here from Second Chance Creation. I have a little treasure box of some really yummy stuff, and it's soft colors, shabby, little journals, this and that, but I thought I'd show you the box it would come in, because I did go to the post office and to find out what the cost was. So I thought, well, I'll show you the box because it's quite large, just to give you an idea. I think it's a medium-sized box. It's just over a foot and 9 inches and 3.5 inches, so it gives you an idea. So let's have a look and see what I've got in here. I'll just take this out, and I've wrapped it up in this beautiful soft fabric. And it comes with this pretty little crochet little applique, and I think there's a little doily and a hat pin just to hold it. And I've knotted it all up. This is just a random piece of fabric. Just to give it that bit of softness. And lots of goodies in here. So, nice big envelope. Some of my little tag journals. One of my little Midori little journal notebooks, so you can just use it, put it in the handbag and write on it. This is Mamigami paper from I made this from wrapping paper. Pretty little envelope that was gifted to me, and it's like a little envelope journal, and I just filled it up with some goodies, so I didn't make this one. Another little envelope with an envelope that you can really easily put in a journal, any sort of journal really, just to you know, allow for more goodies to be put on. And I think it comes apart in the middle as well, and you've got a little journaling card in there. And then you have this little flip book, and I've had this for a while. I've been sort of trying to, I was going to keep it and give it to a friend, but that didn't happen. So, yeah, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So I made this in 2021, so that's how long I've had it, because I wasn't sure what I want to do with it. And what it is, it just flips open, and you'll have open again. And I think you open it again, so you got plenty of writing space, and I do believe it's a little envelope for notes. And in here you have a couple little fabric tags. You'll probably put some photos in. It's probably be ideal for memories. And I think, I'm just trying to get my bearings again. I haven't. Oh yes, and you've got storage in here as well. You can put a different photo in, and then you can flip it open. And a little tag I made, again, collage background with some Tim Hulls. This was out of a storybook. Just a little tag in here. A lace pocket with another tag. Another little tag. These are cutouts from vintage wallpaper, and I've cut these little squares out. Now, oh yes, I've got to remember how I did all this. Oh yes, and it comes apart like this. So here you've got some frames you can use within to put little snapshots of photos in, and little tuck spot just up here. And then this way you'll have another tag. Here's another pocket and another beautiful little tag. This is a combination of a sticker, a magazine, my collage background, and just I made a little tab. I don't have the whale tabs, I just make that myself, and then you can journal on the back. And this pocket is covered in lace, so it goes together like so and like so, and this paper clip just keeps it shut, just like that. And then on the back you've got, I forgot about that, on the back you have, I do believe, another tag, little postcard, just like that. So really I'm doing a big destash in my craft shop, in my craft room I should say. A little journal, this is very basic, and here's a paper clip cluster that I, oops, got caught in the lace. Love making these, they're so much fun because you can just about use anything. And it's just a very basic little journal with various papers and pattern paper, and here's just a cool little tag. So just very basic, nice and flat. And then here we have one of my altered envelopes, the flips. Okay, and you've just got a little piece of ephemera here. And this here was a plate gifted to me by a friend in the UK, and I've got several of these. I thought, well, I'll just leave it on here, because if you're a crafter you can cut all these out and use it, or you can flatten it out somehow with a pile of books on top and put it on the wall, because that's what I've done with mine. I have another 3, and that's what I've done. Now that's come off, I think this has come off here somewhere. Oh no, it's come off that one. I'll have to put it back on. So that's that. Now here's a envelope that is just full of more goodies that you can use in any of your journals if you wish. You have another little notebook made from index cards and magazine papers, and you've got a little tag in here. Well, I do believe. It's been a while. There it is. I just like to have that peeking out. A couple of little tags, another tag here. Collage paper. It's a little tag booklet. Open them up and you've got plenty of writing space. A little tag in here. And then you have another pocket in here, and I do believe, maybe not, but you do have a pocket in here, but I don't have anything in it. Oh yes, I do. A little journaling card. I think that's really pretty, and you know, you can even put this in front of a journal if you wish, or attach it to a page. You then have a CD flip, and again you can use this on the page of a journal, glue it down, then you can flip it open and you have a pocket in here with a tag, little notepad, and I use one of my paper bows, a little button, and you can take her out, I do believe. Yes, she's a journaling card. And then we have another one of these little envelopes, which is the matching one of this one. And it has just a little fold out little booklet. Lots of pockets with various tags in it. Again, it can be an addition to any journal. And here's one of my pianola envelopes. Again, you know, you can just undo this. This is just done with baker's twine. And you have a tag. And you'll have another tag. Collage papers, and this is just a magazine cutout. And the back is another pocket. There's just a little bit of ephemera piece of paper in there. And that can be slipped in a journal as well, you know, added to a journal. And here I've made an envelope out of that beautiful wrapping, embossed wrapping paper. As you can see, I covered an envelope, I should say. And this is a little cluster with my original stamp. And it's just so to keep that tucked in. And I've just put a stamp in there. This envelope was really beautiful, so that's why I used it. And again, you can add it to any journal. Just tucks behind there. And you can journal on this as well. Or you can just glue it to a page. Here's another envelope. Probably like a stuffed envelope, you could say. Lots of goodies in here, bits of writing papers. On the back it has a pocket with various tags here and here again. Nice little clusters. This was also gifted to me. And then you can just close it all back up again. I just won't do that. And then of course you've got this exquisite little beautiful envelope that you can use in a journal or put something in. And I'll give you a quick flip through of my little tag booklet. And it just comes apart like this. And lots of writing space, lots of tags. Here I've used a can clip, you know, those little can clips, to keep this closed. And then you have writing paper there, and just turn her over. Tissue paper, just various bits of paper so you can journal them. And then you have a pocket with a tag. And then on the back you have a pocket with a tag. It's very similar to a zine, for those that know what those little zine booklets are like. And this is a pocket as well, with something in it. Oh yes. Okay. And another pocket with more tags. So even though it's small, plenty of room to write in. See if I can do this. Yes. And another tag here. And original little train ticket. booklet. And this here is really tiny little tag there. And I had a piece of board where I did some punches and they had these holes in it, so I've kept them. And then I had the little women's book, I think it was a little women's book or a magazine, and I've just cut these out and just put them behind her just to make it look a bit more interesting. Just make sure that you saw that just there. You've got to remember this is only one side so far. There's a tag in here, and I think it, oh yeah, it just sits there. I think this is I'll make that into a booklet. Oh yeah, just a little booklet here. Then of course you turn it around, and then you've got this side. I think I've already done that. Oh no, or tag. And you've got, that's right, and you've got a pocket in here. If I can get it out, because it's been closed for so long. Or is that somewhere that I shouldn't be doing it? Oh, it's the end of that. Okay, so you can't, no, it's the other book, it's the other side. All right, so here, and then you've got tags. It's a paper bag, I do believe. So I might have had something in, oh yeah, so some more tags, and that's the end. Okay, so that's a cute little thing just to have in your handbag as well. These are the collage papers that I mentioned before, and it just ties up with a really cute little piece of lace. You know, you can tie it up however you want. So that's that one. And then this one is a Midori style. It's just a notebook, and you can add or remove the pages how you want. There's quite a few in here. What I've put is a couple of little pockets. There's a pocket in the front and pocket on the back, and they're fabric. But yeah, just writing paper, so you can take them out, write on the front what it is. I'd always like to make these on the back. Put a bow in or just a knot. Doesn't really matter either way. Easy to undo. How cool. Very cute. If you haven't tried my Megami, just Google it or have a look on YouTube channel. It's very relaxing, and this was wrapping paper, and it feels really cool. So that's that, and I think that was it. So as you can see, there are lots of goodies. Now, where did I get that from? I can't remember now. And our altered paper clip. And then you've got these beautiful little goodies. Now I think that little charm came off here. There it is. That little charm, this came off there. I've just popped that on there. And you've got this envelope and more envelopes. So there's lots of things you can add to any journal, and lots of things that you can use now if you wish. So I haven't put this in my Etsy store yet, but I will. I just thought I'd do the video first because it's just about ready. And then you've got a little hat pin that goes with it, which will be a part of the closure. Just like that. I hope you enjoyed this video. And it's cold this morning. So until next time, bye for now.